Okay, what's up everybody, Game Fiend Funeral Games here, and yeah, another week in wrestling has come to an end, and thus it's time for another Drama Scripted Saturday. And I just want to make a small announcement to make that this video is being recorded on Friday at 12:58, and I don't read SmackDown spoilers, and I don't watch SmackDown early before, I don't watch I think it's New Zealand. Yeah, I don't watch the New Zealand airing, which gets posted 12 hours before it gets aired in the US, because New Zealand, I think, is a day ahead of us in time. So if anything changes on the card or anything, just keep in mind that this episode of Drama Scripted Saturday was recorded on Friday before SmackDown, and I didn't see any spoilers or read any spoilers. And the first match on the card, this is going to be a prediction of Extreme Rules. The first match on the card on the pre-show is The Miz versus Cody Rhodes, and this just came out of nowhere, so that's why it's a pre-show match. Like I said, if anything happened on SmackDown or main event to trigger this match, I apologize. I didn't see those shows, and yeah. So I don't see where this is coming from. I don't see why this match is happening. So I'm going to go with the face, which is The Miz at this point. 9 times out of 10 when matches like this just come out of nowhere, usually the face wins. So yeah, I'm just going to say The Miz wins. Chris Jericho versus Fandango, a rematch after WrestleMania. Wow. I'm probably, to make things interesting, I'm going to go say Chris Jericho, because this storyline is very, very entertaining. I mean, you have Chris Jericho's creative ability along with Fandango's, Fandango's gimmick, and it's just really entertaining. I guess they should try to stretch it to one more pay-per-view. So I would have Chris Jericho win this match, so it could just be 1-1 and not have it end it right away. And it'll give Fandango something to do. So I'm going to go with Chris Jericho winning that match. Next match on the card is Randy Orton versus Big Show in an Extreme Rules match. I don't know who's going to win this match. This is going to be a very interesting match. It should be a good match, because the only reason why I'm saying it's going to be a good match is because it's going to be an Extreme Rules match. So I want to see what weapons will be used in this match. And I want to see how Randy Orton is going to hit the RKO out of nowhere. So I'm very undecided. So I'm just going to say my prediction is it's going to be a good match. That's my prediction. After that match is listed here, you have Sheamus versus Mark Henry and a strap match. And I'm going to go with Mark Henry, as he's going to whip Sheamus like a government mule and let the Mark Henry heel train just keep on running. Because that's what I do. Hill train is very, very, very entertaining to watch. I enjoy the Mark Henry Hill train. Enjoy it. Still waiting for that shirt, WWE. That's what I do. Still waiting for it. I will throw $25 right at you. Still waiting for it. After that, it's listed the WWE Tag Team Champions, Team Hell No versus The Shield's Raymond and Rollins for the tag team titles in a tornado match. It's interesting that this is a tornado match, and it's interesting that there's rules in this match. It's not an Extreme Rules match, it's a normal match. The Shield has only lost one match due to disqualification, and that match had to be to the #1 freight train in the world, John Cena, which nothing could stop the Cena train. Nothing. Only a real injury could stop the Cena train. So I'm probably going to go on with saying the Shield wins this match. And then thus far, Team Hell No has just lasted way too long, in my opinion. I mean, it's good when it first started, but now I feel like it's been overdue for like the past 2 months. I feel like they should have lost the tag team titles to Rose Scholars a very, very, very long time ago. So I'm going to go say the Shield wins this match and the Shield gets gold. United States Championship, Kofi Kingston versus Dean Ambrose. Dean Ambrose's, I think this is his first singles match. Yeah, I think so. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comment section below on YouTube if I'm wrong. But I think this is his first ever singles match in WWE, meaning on Raw, SmackDown, or pay-per-view. I know he's had singles matches in FCW. I know he's had singles matches in NXT. But I'm talking about on one of the main shows. So I'm probably if they really make Kofi Kingston a transitional champion, that's kind of wow. That would suck for Kofi Kingston. And the Shield don't really need titles, because that's just giving them something for them to lose, and then all the majority of the marks or the fans are going to just expect, after they lose the mid-card title, they're going to expect a World Heavyweight title run or a WWE title run soon after, which it doesn't really work like that anymore. It takes time. I mean, the only wrestlers that have been built like that comes to mind over the past year and a half. Only Daniel Bryan and The Miz come to mind. They both got the mid-card title, and then sooner or later, then Miz got the Money in the Bank, and then Daniel Bryan got the mid-card title. Then he got the Money in the Bank, and then they both had successful cash-ins. If you look at Sheamus, he won the WWE title, which was scripted to be an accident. Like, John Cena fell through the table by an accident, and he got the title. And then when his title reign was over, they gave him the mid-card title again, and then he worked his way up back to the WWE title. But it's very rare, like, for a person that's over with the crowd to get a mid-card title and then soon later get a World Heavyweight title shot again. I mean, look how long it took Dolph Ziggler. Been Intercontinental Champion how many times? 2. He's been U.S. Champion how many times? I think 2 or 3. Was World Heavyweight title championship for a day. Lost it to Edge. Took a year and a half to 2 years to get a Money in the Bank title match win, and almost took 10 months for a cash-in. So it's not all done in 1 year. I mean, if Dean Ambrose gets the title, we're gonna have to wait, and until he loses the title, and then we're gonna have to wait some more for either the Shield to disband or for even Dean Ambrose to get a shot at the WWE title or the World Heavyweight title. I look at them as better off without any belts, because then they have nothing to lose. Because titles, mid-card titles, don't carry the same amount of prestige as they did in the early 2000s, and nowhere near the prestige that they had in the late 80s and the 90s. So it's like, okay, Dean Ambrose has the title. Okay, you're just giving him something to lose. That's how I see it. I'd rather have them not give him the title and then have the Shield play out, because stables don't last forever, guys. The Shield will come to an end sooner or later. It's doing fantastic now. I have no complaints. Do not take that as a complaint that I want the Shield to end and hurry up and push Dean Ambrose. No. The Shield is doing fine. I see complaints, they keep doing the same old thing, Well, the Nexus did the same thing. It came in to jump people, blah, blah, blah. It's entertaining. It happens. This is how heel stables work. So I'm fine about the Shield the way it is. I'm fine at the current pace. I have no complaints. I'm just saying everything has to come to an end. Just like the Nexus. They were fucking fantastic. Came to an end. Don't like how it ended, but it came to an end. Same thing with the Shield. It's going to come to an end, so just enjoy it now. But I don't want it, I'm not saying to rush everything and then straight on and just push Dean and then no. I'm just saying that he's better off not having a title, and then after the Shield takes its course, I'm going to give it a year or a year and a half. After the Shield takes its course and then they all split up, and then they focus on him by himself. Just have him go straight to the top. Perfect example, Wade Barrett. He's not doing anything. He has the Intercontinental Champion, and he's not doing anything. And he was supposed to be the Money in the Bank winner, but Big Show decided to talk Dolph Ziggler on him a little bit too hard a couple of months back, and he dislocated his elbow. And now it looks like Wade Barrett is stuck in mid-card hell. For now. So, yeah, that's my thoughts on the whole Dean Ambrose thing. So I'm just gonna say Kofi Kingston wins, but I don't know. I'm just gonna say Kofi Kingston wins. It wouldn't be bad for Dean Ambrose to win the U.S. title, but like I'm saying, he did just giving him something to lose, because then a majority of the marks are gonna expect a main card title push right away, which it's probably not gonna happen. So yeah. There's a little bit of undrama scripted news with this next match. Alberto Del Rio versus Jack Swagger in an I Quit match. Now, what happened was on last week's SmackDown, Dolph Ziggler took multiple shots to the back of the head and ended up with a concussion. And WWE takes concussions very, very seriously now. So WWE decided to pull Dolph Ziggler from this match. It was supposed to be a triple threat match. It's supposed to be Alberto Del Rio, Jack Swagger, and Dolph Ziggler for the World Heavyweight title. They wanted to pulling Dolph Ziggler because of the concussion. So now it's just an I Quit match, and it's a #1 contendership. I'm going to say Alberto Del Rio wins. Reason being, the Jack Swagger driving under the influence and having possession of marijuana in the car thing. That's the only reason. If Jack Swagger wins this match, that would be amazing, because he got away with messing up in his own personal life and still getting pushed to the moon. So I'm just going to say, based on the undrama scripted news of him having the DWI and him having the possession of marijuana, that Alberto Del Rio wins the I Quit match. Triple H versus Brock Lesnar in a steel cage. Triple H's ego is too big to lose to Brock Lesnar. Moving on. That's basically it. Triple H's ego is too big to lose to Brock Lesnar. I don't see the point. There's no point in Brock Lesnar winning, and there's no point in Triple H losing or winning. So I think it just comes in the ego. Brock Lesnar's getting paid either way, and that's all he cares about. That's not even story. He legitimately just cares about money. So yeah, it's just business thing. Money's to be made, and Brock Lesnar was like, well, you know, if you pay me the right price and I get to do what I like to do, fight, I'm with it. Ain't nothing wrong with that. So you gotta respect the man for being honest. So I'm saying it's going to be a good match. I'm just going to say Triple H's ego is just too big. So he's just going to win the match. I mean, he is second in command. And when Vince leaves, he'll be #1 in command. So, yeah, I'm going to say Triple H wins. And now for the main event, which has for the WWE Championship, John Cena versus Ryback in a last man standing match. Keep in mind that John Cena is undefeated at Extreme Rules. Keep in mind that they have built Ryback as an animal. Keep in mind the fact that John Cena has a quote-unquote Achilles injury, which is better now. So, does WWE have Ryback win his first championship, or do they just rely on the Cena freight train? I'm undecided once again. If Cena wins, we all know why he wins. If Ryback wins, the storyline is going to go on injury. Because there's only been 2 people, to my knowledge, so far that has beaten John Cena cleanly, without any interactions, without any well, 3. Without any interruptions, with no side interference, without somebody being there, without somebody walking to the ring, without anything. And that's been Shawn Michaels and Triple H and The Rock. I honestly do not want to count the WrestleMania 28 match, but it's in history that The Rock beat John Cena cleanly. So, yeah. So, only those 3 that I can remember. Like I said, in the comments section below on YouTube, feel free to correct me if I'm wrong. I know people are going to say CM Punk, but John Laurinaitis came to the ring and John Cena took his attention off of CM Punk. So a lot of technical anal people are gonna count that as a distraction. It's gonna say CM Punk didn't beat him clean. So yeah, I'm gonna say I'm undecided. I'm just gonna say it's gonna be a good match, and we're just gonna leave it up to WWE Creative, however they want to swing this one. Because however this match ends, the next pay-per-view is a new pay-per-view. The next pay-per-view is WWE Payback. Double checking this right now live on film to see if this is true. Yeah, the next pay-per-view is a new pay-per-view. It's called WWE Payback. So I don't know. With that theme of payback, who knows what can happen. And on that note, that's going to be it for this week's Drama Scripted Saturday. There will always be a Drama Scripted Saturday every Saturday. And the links to all my social media where you can ask me a question or say how you like the show, or any wrestling topics that you would like me to talk about, you could just send me to that, or just comment in the YouTube section below. And I'm Game FIFA No Games, guys. And I'm out.